Oh my god. Hey. I'm guessing you're here because you need a new book to read. Well, honey, I got you. And I'm not just talking about reading small magazine excerpts. I mean the best and the biggest sci-fi novels there is from 2021. Yes, we're in 2022. Happy New Year. But we still have some great reads that probably didn't finish or didn't know existed in 2021. So I'm gonna give you that second chance and let you in on some awesome books so you can add this to your library collection. Are you looking for sad romance, romantic comedy? Are you here to look for some sad, romantic, women coming of age type American book? Well, you can just, go to another one because we won't be reading those today. No, honey. We're gonna be talking about super intergalactic, out of this world, universe, alien, UFOs, spacecraft type fantasy, space, alien, sci-fi, gripping, intense action. Maybe sprinkle some romance in there along the way. So get your reading glasses, put your contacts in, get your Kindle, your Nook, your tablet, whatever you read on, old paperback books. Like me, I love paperback books. And let's learn some new authors to look for in series of books to get into this year. So first, I'm gonna talk about my sponsor real quick, Iridescent Scents. Do you need a good smelling manifestation candle in your life or some crystals to help you build your spiritual journey and get better and brighter? Well, Iridescent Scents is the store for you. Now that's for anything metaphysical, or if you just need a cute necklace to wear just to help you spread positive energies into your life, that is the store for you. I have a link down below in the show notes if you want to get into all things crystals and candles. All right, you guys, so we're gonna be talking about 5 books. Now they're not gonna be in any order, not from the best to the, I don't know-ish, toward my favorite. I haven't read some of these. So like I said, we didn't read some of these in 2021, so we're gonna read about them in 2022. So I've seen tons and tons of good reviews, and that's how they made it on my little list. So if you have some books that you think you want to bring in 2022 as well, comment below and let me know. All right, you guys, I cannot talk about any space books without talking about a Star Wars book. So, Light of the Jedi by Charles Soule. So this is an epic sci-fi read. If you need an action epic read, this book, put it on your list because you need to read it. So this takes place 200 years before the main Star Wars storyline, and there is tension throughout the galaxy. So the ship gets hit by shrapnel, little metal pieces just flying around the galaxy, and what happens to hit them in the wrong area. Shrapnel did hit their spacecraft, but something seems to be more sinister lurking in their presence. So they have to use the Force, and they gotta trust it with their being. And what do you think that sinister being might be? Read the book and find out, you dingus. And also, I want to know, I've always been so curious, what would you rather read from? Would you rather the old-fashioned hardcover paperback book, or are you so tech and technology advanced that you would just rather stay on your tablet your whole life and just fake flip through pages? Let me know in the comments below. Our next book is called Light from Uncommon Stars. So this title, they had me at stars. I love anything stars. And the author, her name is Rakai Aoki, or Rakaya Aoki. Let me know if I said that wrong. So, I guess you got your wish if you're still there, romantic reader. This book has some romance in it. Not just any romance, it's kind of wacky kind of romance, so be prepared when you read this one. If I could give this book in a nutshell, it would be fresh donuts, queer alien courtships, and just tons and tons of fantasy. So the character, Suzuka Satomi, don't you just love my pronunciations and words of names? The character made a deal with the devil. She wants to be the most successful violinist. To escape damnation, she must entice 7 prodigy violinists for their souls. She's already has 6 souls already. So she become that famous violinist. She needs 1 more soul. And she has believed to find her final candidate. She meets Katrina Wynn, a transgender runaway who can also play the violin like nobody's business. And she heard her in a nearby donut store or a donut shop. But something happened to this soul-sucking demon. She found love Possibly. She meets another character, Lane Train, a retired starship captain. But Shizuka, she doesn't have time for love. She needs to capture some souls. But Lane Train might be the key to this horrible curse she's trying to break. So it goes with these three women, and their lives get entangled to figure out their identity, their self-worth, fate, and how to break this curse. And this could bring hope to this demon, soul slayer, to finally probably find a family within this universe. Now, I've never heard of this book, and I'm so happy I came across it because it has some heavy hitters when it comes to nominations and awards by top names. So if you want to know those names and see their awards, you can see in the show notes below. So, this next book is not quite as romantic as the next one. A Desolation Called Peace by, let's see if I say this one right, Arkady Martine. So this one really rolled out the action and adventure in space. Now this book is the second book in this series. Now this is kind of space opera-ish, very adventure and really awesome. And if you find this book as interesting as I did, you can look in the show notes below for all of the books from the series. So a character that's very prominent in this book in the series is a Texiclan. So there's a fleet in this book, and they're facing some danger, some heavy hitters. Another race of aliens. So basically, they have to figure out how to make peace, how to speak their language, and how to save their fleet from being annihilated. So like I said, if you need a space opera in your life, this is the one. And I got another one for you coming up right now. Dune. Have you heard of it? So this one isn't made in 2021. The movie itself was made in 2021, which made the book resurface. So if you've been living on the rock, let me tell you what this book is about. Author is Frank Herbert, and he creates a space masterpiece. Even the movie, like I know I'm talking about books, but the movie, they say, I've seen so many critics talk about it, and usually you always know books are better than the movie, but this one seems to excel as well as the movie, or as well as the book did. So that director must have been a fan and really got to see all the aspects of how that author wanted to portray this book. So there's a sprawling feud in the interstellar society. Ooh, sounds good already. Paul and his family accept the control over another planet. And that planet, the people on the planet, or the other species on the planet, they weren't having it. So this brings a feud, of environmental feud. Now Dune is so powerful and fantastical. Is that a word? It gives us an unprecedented look into the universe and lets us see how we can never thought we could have imagined the space to be like. Like y'all, whenever I say it's so good, people are literally raving from the storyline to the illustrated book art on the cover. Like, if this doesn't scream read, I don't know what does. Last but not least, an oldie by 1 year, but still a goodie, is The Last Watch by J.S. Dews. Now this is some futuristic military type space stuff, so this is really hitting hard on action and adventure as well. Now this action-packed space opera is taking place thousands of years into the future. The universe is ruled by military monarchy, and they got a bad army behind them, and they're called the Sentinels. What are Sentinels? So they're like exiled, outcasted soldiers. Kind of like mercenaries. That's what I think whenever I hear that they're like outcasted, you know what I mean? So they're mercenaries. And what is this military trying to do? So there's a divide brewing at the edge of the universe. And this divide is slowly collapsing and threatening the end of humanity. So the only way to save humanity is through the Sentinels. And they are some big bad outcasted soldiers that are gonna bring the world back together and humanity will be at peace. So you guys, are you reading? Let me know which book you're reading. Comment below. Let me know your favorite book. It could be 1, 2, 3, 4, all 5. It doesn't matter to me. Read to your heart's content of all alien things. But my favorite one is probably gonna be Dune. Although it's been out for years and it's a classic, I haven't read it yet. I didn't watch the movie. Now, why didn't I watch the movie? I don't like to watch trendy movies. But apparently this trendy movie is also a masterpiece. So I'm going to see if it's truly this masterpiece that everyone's raving about. What about you? Are you gonna be watching and reading Dune? I love doing that. Watching or reading a book and then watching it and then comparing, my favorite thing to do. So tell me again, let me know which book is your favorite, which movie you're gonna be watching. Do you think other books should be made into a movie? Comment below and let me know. So all you people who like to read from the intergalactic webs, all these books, they're available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and wherever you get your books from the intergalactic web. Me personally, I like a good old book that you can look at and you can just smell the age and what it's been through. It's my favorite. So if you want to read it classical way, back in my day, when I wanted a book, I had to go to the library. So y'all better go to a library and look at a library, because libraries are dying and they need our help. If you like what you heard and you want to get some more books for your next to your Kindles and your plans and your libraries, then hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and I'll be happy to give you any more space themed, sci-fi themed, alien themed books.